So I just posted a video apologizing, and I do apologize. I meant we're in Revelation. That's what I meant. Where we are in Revelation. When I said where we are in the tribulation, I was wrong. When I think of Revelation, I think of tribulation. Like the two just go together in my head. My statement that we were in the tribulation was wrong. But never did I say I don't believe in the rapture. I've seen heaven with my own two eyes. I know that he calls people up whenever he wants. What you were saying about a secret rapture prior to the tribulation is wrong. He made me make those videos. I didn't make them for myself. You quoted Corinthians? Maybe you should read the rest of the verse. Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump. The dead in Christ shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. Thessalonians. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of God. And the dead in Christ shall rise first. Then we, which are alive and remain, shall be caught up together. Read Revelation and show me where that last trump is. The last trumpet starts at the beginning of Revelations? You're telling me it doesn't make no sense, that it makes no sense for God to take us up and make a U-turn? You know better than God. God told us what's going to happen through Paul. At the last trump. At the last trump. Why do you think he said it so many times? Just because he liked the word Trump? Or maybe he knew Donald Trump. Don't ever, ever question what I believe. Never did I say there was no rapture. I said there's no secret rapture. That it was made up by a man in 1830, John Nelson Darby. I know he raptured people all through the Bible. I know that those are the guys he's going to send back outside the wall of Jerusalem. And I know that there is no secret rapture before the tribulation. And I made those videos on behalf of my father. Because everybody that believes it, when it don't happen, you're going to be really upset. And it was breaking his heart. I didn't want to make those videos. I begged him. Begged him. Please don't make me do this. Cried on my knees. Please. They're going to be brokenhearted. He's brokenhearted. There's so many of his kids are waiting for some secret pop-up into the sky when he told us when it's going to happen. You're telling me it makes no sense for God to call us up and then turn right around? Why would Paul say at the last trump? Why would they sound the last trumpet at the beginning of Revelations? They don't. Read Revelation. See where the last trump really occurs. That's what Paul said. At the last trumpet, we will be transformed. That's when it's going to happen. And that don't happen for quite a while. The trumpets don't start to sound until I had it on the page. The wind blew it. The trumpets don't sound for a while in the Revelations, man. So you better read it and ask him to show you. That's how I found it. He showed me. He pushed me right to it. And as far as the rest of the stuff, I know the Antichrist has to be revealed. I know there has to be a peace treaty. I know about the temple. What I said about we're in tribulation was wrong. I meant Revelation. That's not what I meant. Like I shouldn't have said it like that, and I apologize. But I'm telling you, on behalf of our Father, that rapture does not happen until the last trumpet. It tells you when it's going to happen. You believe in the secret rapture. Show me in the beginning of Revelations where this secret rapture is. And don't quote when he called John up into heaven. Because that was him, so he could give him this prophecy. He didn't say, come up hither, and this is what I'm going to do to everybody else before this starts. It's not in there. Paul told us, at the last trump. don't, I apologize for saying we're in tribulation. That's, when I read Revelation, that's all I think about is the tribulation. Because what we're going to go through. And there was something else. What was it? Oh, when he tells the angel, hold on, I'll find it. Here. Revelations chapter 6, verse 6. And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts. Sorry, my battery's dying. A measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny. And see thou hurt not the oil and the wine. We're the oil and the wine. That was his promise to keep us. The oil and the wine. We're it. Just look. Read the rest of Corinthians 1:51 and Thessalonians 4 through 17, 13 through 17. Every time Paul spoke of this rapture, it's at the last trumpet. God made sure he put that in there for a reason. Because I'm pretty sure God knew that some dude, John Nelson Darby, was going to get an idea that, we'll all get raptured. We won't have to live through it. We'll be kept if we keep his faith and his patience and persevere. Nowhere in Revelations until those trumpets. Nowhere in the first couple chapters of Revelations does it say anything about a secret rapture. I apologize to everybody for saying that we're in the tribulation. That's not what I meant. What I meant is we're in the end. This is it. We're done. It's over. It starts soon. The Antichrist is going to pop up real soon. Israel, the whole thing is going to, and then it's just going to hit. And everybody's going to be standing here waiting. And as they're looking for this secret rapture and stuff starts falling on their head, God warned you. Our Father made me make that. I made that on behalf of the man that saved my soul. I apologize for phrasing things the way I did. You told me to study the scriptures. You cannot take a half of a verse of Paul and leave half out. I show you a mystery. We will not all sleep, but we shall all be changed in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye. And then what? That the last part doesn't count? There's not a period, there's a comma. At the last trump, for the trump shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, comma, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of God. It's right there. There is no secret rapture, man. I'm betting my soul on this. I would not come on here and lie. I would not do that to my father. I would not do that to my brothers and sisters. I'm trying to tell you this. He had me do those videos because it's close. And when the secret rapture doesn't happen, how many people are going to turn their back on our Father? Because everybody believed in some fairy tale. There is no secret rapture. It's not going to be a secret. The whole world's going to see it. He ain't just going to poof, get us out of here. It's not in Revelations until the last trump. There's 2 different spots where it could be, and I've been asking him to show me which one, but I haven't gotten clarification. As soon as he will, as soon as he does, I will post it. There's 2 different last trumpets, but Revelations is so hard to understand. But the first 4 or 5 chapters, there is no secret rapture. Read Paul. I am sorry. I apologize from the bottom of my heart to everybody and our Father for saying we're in the tribulation. What I meant is we're in the final stages. We're living in Revelations right now. Like there's been seals cracked. This is it. Trumpets have been heard all over the world. It's coming. Don't wait for the secret rapture, man. He's begging you. If I'm wrong, I'm not wrong. I'm not even going to say it. Like, if I'm wrong, all right, I'll be sitting here. Some other dude said, yeah, save us a piece of cake or something. Take a picture of the Antichrist. We'll save you some cake. Whew. That's real love for your brothers and sisters, man. I'm sure if Jesus stood over your shoulder, you wouldn't have made that video. He showed me this stuff for a reason. I didn't want to make this video. I didn't want to make the videos about the rapture. Because so many people are so dependent on this secret rapture where God's just going to poof, we're all going to vanish, and then everything's going to start. Who's going to be left, man? What church is going to be left? What Christians are going to be left to get their heads cut off? Who's going to be left for the army to use those 20,000, 30,000 guillotines on? When the rapture doesn't happen, when the secret rapture does not happen, how many people's faith are going to waver? How many people will end up taking the mark? How many people will get up in front of that guillotine and say, you know what, never mind. The whole thing's a lie. Because they believed on something that was non-existent. The rapture doesn't happen until the last trump. Go read Paul. I'm sick of saying it. I apologize for the way I said about we're in tribulation. It's close. Month, 2 months, I don't know. We're in Revelations. There's been seals cracked. He showed me. Believe me, don't believe me. I did what I was supposed to do. I love you. Like if I could come to you and show you myself. I've been begging them to let me go bind the people that are preaching the false rapture stuff. About 2 weeks ago, I was ready to walk to Michigan to bind that Young's guy about that rapture stuff. Put my hand right on his head. Bind him. I'm sick of liars. So is our Father. I'm sorry. I'm all hyped up. That got me upset, man. I made one mistake. My bad.